Let's talk about a rock. A rock floating out in space that's so incredibly valuable, it could literally change everything we know about life on Earth. But, as you're about to see, its real worth, well, it's not what you think.
Okay, let me ask you something. If I gave you $93 billion right now, what would you do with it? Seriously, think about it. A private island? A fleet of jets? Well, that's how much every single person on this planet would get if we could just somehow cash in on this one asteroid.
Because this is the estimated value of that asteroid. Its name is 16 Psyche, and that number, that's 10,000 quadrillion dollars. It's a number so big our brains can't really even picture it. That's a 1 with 19 zeros after it. Just insane.
To try and put that into perspective, look at this. Our entire global economy, everything we make and do, is worth about $100 trillion. Psyche's value is 100,000 times bigger. It doesn't just dwarf our economy, it completely shatters the scale. It's almost a joke how much more it's worth.
But before you start dreaming about a cosmic gold rush, you need to know that this asteroid, it's hiding a secret. A really strange, kind of terrifying secret that makes it both a priceless treasure and, weirdly enough, a huge danger.
So what is this thing? This flying gold mine? Let's take a closer look at what might just be the single most valuable object in our entire solar system.
All right, so 16 Psyche. It hangs out in the main asteroid belt, way out between Mars and Jupiter. It's about 226 kilometers wide. We're talking the size of a small country here. And yeah, it's basically shaped like a giant potato. But here's the kicker. Most asteroids are just rock and ice. Psyche? Scientists think it's made almost entirely of metal, iron, nickel, and yeah, tons of precious metals like gold and platinum. It's literally a giant metal ball hurtling through space.
And this brings us to the really fascinating part, the central puzzle of 16 Psyche. It's what's called the paradox of plenty. How can something be so unbelievably valuable and, at the same time, completely worthless to us?
I mean, it's the obvious question, right? You're probably thinking it right now. If it's worth that much, why don't we just go grab a chunk, bring it back, and solve poverty forever? Well, the answer comes down to one really simple, really powerful idea in economics.
And that idea is scarcity. The only reason gold and platinum are so expensive is because they're rare here on Earth. There's only so much to go around, and a lot of people want it. Limited supply, high demand, that equals a high price. That's it.
And this is the paradox in a nutshell. As long as all that metal stays out there in space on Psyche, it's a cosmic treasure. But the second we bring it all here, it's not scarce anymore. It becomes super abundant, and its value would just evaporate, plunging the entire global economy into absolute chaos.
This quote really says it all. If you suddenly dumped a mountain of gold the size of a city onto the market, its price would crash to basically zero. It would go from being a precious metal to just a heavy construction material. Our whole financial system, which is built on the value of these things, would just collapse.
Okay, so if mining it is a catastrophic idea, then why in the world is NASA sending a multi-billion-dollar mission there? Well, the answer has nothing to do with money, and everything to do with one of the most incredible scientific opportunities we've ever had.
So back in October of 2023, NASA launched its Psyche spacecraft. Right now, it's on this epic 3.5 billion kilometer journey through space. It's not going to get there for a while, though. Arrival is scheduled for 2029.
And let's be crystal clear about this. That spacecraft is not packing any shovels or pickaxes. NASA's goal has absolutely nothing to do with getting rich. It's all about pure, unadulterated scientific discovery.
You see, scientists have this incredible theory about what Psyche actually is. They don't think it's a normal asteroid at all. They think it's the leftover core, the exposed metal heart of a baby planet from the very beginning of our solar system. A world that was just starting to form, but then, billions of years ago, some violent collisions stripped away all its rocky outer layers, leaving just the metal core behind.
And that is why this mission is so unbelievably important. We can't dig down to the core of our own Earth. It's impossible. But by studying Psyche, we get a direct look at the engine of a planet. It's like a free pass to the center of a world. The mission is going to map it, analyze what it's made of, see if it has a magnetic field. It's a window into how planets like ours were born.
So while bringing Psyche's riches home is off the table, the asteroid itself represents this incredible, tantalizing glimpse into what humanity's future in space could look like. I mean, just think about a future where we don't have to keep tearing up our own planet for resources. We could build massive space stations using iron from one asteroid, and then create rocket fuel from water ice we find on another. Psyche is the ultimate proof that the raw materials for a true spacefaring civilization are just floating all around us, waiting.
So, in the end, the true value of 16 Psyche isn't something you can deposit in a bank. It's not about making us rich with money. Its real worth lies in the knowledge it holds, a key to unlocking our own past, and a signpost pointing to where we just might be headed in the future.
So, I'll leave you with this question. If it was up to you, if you controlled this asteroid, what would you do? Would you treat it like a treasure chest and risk global chaos for unimaginable wealth? Or would you treat it like a museum, a cosmic artifact to be studied and preserved for all of humanity? It really makes you think, doesn't it? What does it truly mean for something to be valuable?